You are feeling that void in your chest, as if a piece of you is missing? You wake up every day and feel that absence, that silence that screams. Today, you will understand why. Your angels are trying to communicate, bringing a revelation that can change everything. That person you miss so much, they are also feeling it, in a way you can't even imagine. But he is lost, trying to find answers where there are none, following advice that doesn't reflect what truly pulses inside him. The mind is trying to control, trying to impose a cold logic where the heart asks for warmth. And now you need to understand, you are the key in this internal battle. It seems that this person is at a decisive moment, where everything around is great chaos. He tries to follow logic, organize his thoughts, but at the same time, his heart begins to scream for attention. When he finally listens to his heart, something pulls him back to reason, as if it were an endless internal battle. And in this confusion, he feels that there is something special between you two, a unique energy that cannot be ignored. He is in search of a signal, something that helps him understand how to move forward in the best possible way, because what he feels for you is deep. It is not just a question about what you have, it is a search for clarity, to understand what is the real purpose of this connection. He is trying to understand whether he should follow what reason commands, or if he should dive headfirst into this feeling. And this doubt consumes him, making him reflect on things that perhaps he never considered before. He wants honesty, transparency, and feels that there is something more to be explored between you two, something that perhaps has been hidden or set aside until now. The person he is talking to is completely different from you. He knows that you act from an emotional space, often guided by emotions to solve problems, especially in love and life, but at the moment, he doesn't want that. He is looking for an objective observation from someone who shares the same perspective. It could be a close friend or someone he deeply trusts. The energy he is transmitting is distant, which is not necessarily bad, but it seems to be the best approach at the moment. If you're wondering how he is feeling, he is seeking help for something that concerns him about you and is accessing very personal information, but he doesn't want any emotional intervention. It seems that he is trying to distance himself from the relationship to analyze something in a more logical way, and the person he contacted matches his energy and disposition. This person is having many sleepless nights, a heavy energy of repression. He is emotionally, mentally, and sexually repressed, and this manifests in a lot of mental activity that affects him more deeply than he can communicate. This indicates why he seeks external validation from a reliable source. When his mind cannot rest, it is a clear sign of something deeper. He may spend considerable time thinking about you, but there is also an energy of avoidance. Your relationship may seem colder or send mixed signals. You might feel like he is pulling your energy while also holding back. He also distances himself from you, and the way you're responding to this surprises him. If he could be honest, it seems like he no longer knows what to expect from you. The expectations he had in the past are fading away. During the day, he channels this energy into work or other activities, but at night the emotions become inevitable and he pulls your energy. It can be difficult for your mind to rest or find calm because he also feels your emotions, which can be intense. During the day, it is easy to avoid this, but at night he cannot, accessing another side of himself. Therefore, he may be tempted or advised to focus on the logical side of things to process what he feels, but he is having a lot of difficulty. He is really losing sleep over this. In the dream state, this indicates a powerful energetic bond entering the subconscious. When your energy meets him daily, even when he tries to block thoughts about you, this indicates the strength of the bond between you. There is a lot of mental energy at night when he should be sleeping. It may be the only time of the day when he faces his true thoughts about you, caught in the battle between mind and heart, trying to balance these energies. This extends to the dream state. You may be experiencing this as well, dreaming about him and feeling a heavy energy at night. Something is happening in your connection at night, mainly stemming from something he is going through internally. He sends this energy to you through the energetic bond you share. He can't stop thinking about you, and you are also nervous. If you are wondering why he seems to be avoiding you, that's the reason. He feels that you have a relationship dynamic that he needs a distraction from. The energy coming from him is as if he is forcing himself to see everything from a detached and objective point of view. The fact that he is doing this means that he is completely emotionally invested. He feels that you are very similar in this aspect, a connection where many things seem different on the surface, but deep down he feels that you are the same person. This makes the connection intense because, although he sees this as positive, he also perceives the negative side. On the positive side, He feels that you know him more deeply than anyone else has had the opportunity. You easily understand his needs without anything being said, bringing ease to your dynamics. But when you are not in agreement or he is sensitive about something, you immediately perceive and act as a mirror. You often feel the same as him, perhaps expressing it differently, but there is always this identical underlying energy. You approach what you feel clearly, conscious of what is happening in the connection, even when he tries to deny it. You can read each other's minds and hearts with great accuracy. There is a deeper reason for being distant now, and both of you can feel it. Perhaps the way things are unfolding in your connection now is making both of you restless, and he is trying to look at it logically. Since you are very similar, you have similar ways of expressing yourselves, think similarly, and as your thoughts direct your actions, both of you may be in a place where you adopt a more logical approach to the relationship. When something is not being communicated, the energy changes, and attitudes towards each other change as well. This happens because you understand each other very well and process information in an identical way. When you combine this kind of reflection with the energetic bond, it can bring a lot of telepathic communication and mind reading, but also many assumptions. That is why he wants to know if you are restless, because he is restless. You seem to be in a battle between mind and heart, not knowing whether to trust logic or love. You may oscillate depending on the energy of your thought patterns or what you are picking up from each other at that moment. This is a relationship where there is heightened sensitivity, no matter the distance or what is happening in your connection. The type of bond here makes everything difficult, especially in these periods without contact, because you are always communicating. Even your silence is extremely loud, and this could be one of those moments where he is having sleepless nights, reaching out to people, and you may be doing the same in your own way. But there is definitely this underlying energy of restlessness surrounding your connection, almost like an anticipation. He feels that you have no idea. There is a duality energy with this feeling, so this is how both of you are feeling. It seems that you have no words to describe what you are experiencing, although it can be a powerful connection, to the extent that you do not yet talk about it. You and he reflect each other in emotions and actions, which can make this connection more challenging than the average dynamic. If you were completely honest with each other, both of you would feel completely misunderstood. You may feel that he has no idea what it is like to be in your shoes and how things have unfolded in your life since you realized this connection and what it means. Your energy manifests itself powerfully, but also with an attempt not to cling to the lower side of the connection. However, it exists because it forces you to see things you really do not want to see or deal with any wound you carry from childhood or previous connections that will be exposed rawly in this connection. There is no escaping it. There might even be moments when the connection feels completely questionable because whatever you are feeling, he feels the same way. He feels that you do not understand how this connection is for him. He feels that life has presented him with everything he wants in you, but he still needs to practice self-control. Your energy makes him see you as his weakness, so many of the choices he makes by distancing himself from you are to keep the connection's vibration high. He knows exactly what you feel for him and the weight of this connection, but he may be someone tempted by this kind of power. This is related to his character. He may have to be very careful when it comes to you precisely because of the strength of the connection. He might want to approach you in a more vulnerable state, making decisions from his lower self, because being away from you tends to expose his dark side. It's almost as if he wants you to understand how it is to be far away from you. There may be times when he is confronted with very intense feelings that sometimes surpass his self-control. This connection has a repressed energy that is coming to the surface. He does not think you understand that when it comes to you, it is as if he has to make a daily choice to restrain himself, to practice self-control. He does this because he knows what it means. He wants you to understand that he is dealing with something bigger, which is why he treats it this way, but he is still human, operating in this duality. You know this deity, but also this lower state that he is going through. It seems to intensify during these moments of separation or when there is no contact. That is why he might be seeking guidance or advice from other people with higher energy, someone who understands what it is like to be in his place. If he simply gave in to his emotions or what he feels, he thinks it would significantly hinder his growth. That is also why he feels that this time away from you is necessary. You are both in a season of deep healing, elevating the energy of the connection. It is not easy, it can be triggering, but it seems that you are handling it maturely. This may be a period of intentional no contact, arising from being in this connection with a man you love, showing aspects of yourself that you do not want to see. Although there may be physical distance, you both understand that you are intensely connected. You do not have the luxury of running away, no matter where you are. Your emotions and mental process are with you. There is no escaping your own mind, your own thoughts, or your subconscious. It is literally a part of you. You are both evolving significantly, doing the work to elevate both aspects of the soul. The more you evolve with the higher aspects of this connection, the easier it becomes to integrate more smoothly. This is what you are doing, consciously or unconsciously. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, the time, or the distance. You are truly working together for the greater good of the relationship. He wants you to know how much you affect him daily. You are in his dreams. He can't sleep, seeking advice outside of this connection from other strong individuals to help him access this higher principle when it comes to balancing the energies and the connection. He is carrying your energy with him, so even if he is far away, the bond is still there. This is permanent and will never change, no matter how much you evolve and change over time. This part of the connection can be uncomfortable, touching on the nervousness where both feel this underlying energy because you are similar. It's in these moments that you really want to hold each other, to be close in those times that can be painful when there is distance, delayed communication, or things seem cold. Because the bond is solid, even in difficulties, it is essential to remember that you are on a shared journey of growth and understanding. Each challenge faced is an opportunity to strengthen the connection and learn more about yourselves and each other. Physical distance may seem like a barrier, but in reality, it is a chance to deepen trust and faith in the relationship. He misses you greatly, and this only reinforces the certainty that your love is real and powerful. The connection you share is rare and precious and worth every effort and sacrifice. Continue believing in the strength of this love, knowing that despite the obstacles, you are destined for something greater together. You can overcome any difficulty, growing and evolving side by side, always with an open and hopeful heart. Allow your spirit to absorb these words and feel them deeply resonate within you. The universe wishes the best for you and will ensure a positive outcome, no matter what your decision is. Type "I absorb, receive, and accept my destiny and all that the universe has to offer me" to claim this message and the blessings contained within it for you. Leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a boost of positivity in their day. The universe sees this as an act of kindness. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and stay tuned for the important message awaiting you in the next video. May God and the universe illuminate your steps with peace, love, and faith. Amen.